Hey guys, welcome back to my monthly everyday makeup routine. This is April's everyday makeup. I had a lot of fun doing this. I added a couple new products that I've kind of tried literally in the video, so it's first impressions as well as kind of my everyday makeup, if that makes sense. So if you want to see how I did this look, then just keep on watching. Today is my test run of filming in this space. This was a couple of different things prior to a filming space. Originally it was the dining room that we never used because we all just ate in the kitchen. Then it became Patty's office, I think, for a little bit. It wasn't working. And then it became the playroom that the kids literally never played in, although some of their bigger toys are still in there, but most of the stuff is in the hallway closets, which is all in my previous vlog that I kind of go through on why we moved all that to the hallway, because I always played in the hallway. So now I feel like I have a space. There's these large windows right here that even though this room is dark, these windows always have like really consistent lighting because the sun starts at the front of the house and then moves around. So it's not like in and out of lighting for the most part. I don't know, let me know. But for now, we're doing my April everyday makeup. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I have not really changed up too many products. A couple things, more so colors and tones. First off being bronzer. I have been using, obviously Pro Beauty cream bronzer in medium. Top tip, warm it up with your fingers first. It is a balm, not a cream, so you need to warm it up. You can see where it hasn't been warmed up versus where it has, and luminosity just comes back in because of warmth. So I'm gonna place it onto my face where I want to blend it out. So because this one has a little bit of a darker tone, I'm being a little bit more specific with where I want it placed. This is for sure gonna be my summer color, and I have light medium skin tone, and I can definitely get away with it. I actually swatched it beside the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, and it's literally such a similar shade. So if you're obsessed with that, you'll be more obsessed with this. Top trick is not using the one cream brush, using the Duo multi-purpose brush. Yes, this is more so geared toward powders, but because they're both synthetic bristles, you can use them with either or. It's just gonna be the finish. So because this is compact and short and tight, you're gonna get more coverage, more product, just more, okay? Or with this one, because this is like a dome shape, it's really fluffy and dispersed. It just like evenly blends out product, powders, blush, bronzers, all that. But this side is still a little bit more condensed with more movement than the other one. So I've been using it to blend out my cream bronzer, and you can see how beautiful it is. Just in little swirly motions like this. And because of how the bristles are a lot more spread out, it spreads out the product a lot more naturally, and you're just left with like such a beautiful finish. I have no foundation or base on, just my skincare, because I haven't been wearing any base as of lately. I've been keeping it really minimal with just cream bronzer and some concealer. And I think because I've switched over the tool that I'm using the product with, I've been loving the finish. Like, are you joking me? I think I wouldn't have used it as much with the other brush because it was putting on too much product. This way, it just gives the perfect bronzy, defined sculpt. Obsessed with the finish of that, and I believe they are 50% off at the moment. Check the link below, but I'm pretty sure the medium and dark cream bronzers are 50% off, so you're welcome. My concealer game has not changed at all, so would love some recommendations. I'm sticking with the Rare Beauty Brightener for under my eyes because I just like the coverage being a little bit lighter there, especially with summertime coming up. I don't really want too many products on my face. And also with baby arriving, hopefully in 3 weeks, gotta minimize this. May's makeup is gonna be very minimal, let's just say. So I'm having fun for one more month before I really gotta tighten up the routine. So like I mentioned, I haven't been wearing a base product. I've just been playing with cream bronzer and little scar there, don't pick your pimples, and concealer. So cream bronzer concealer has been the base, and it's just such a natural finish. I've done this many times. It's kind of like a go-to for me, and I just feel like it gives such a dewy skin-like finish, going back to that same brush. So if there's anything left reminiscent of that cream bronzer on the blush, it's just blush brush. Oh my goodness. You know what I mean? I'm just blending it into the skin so it just makes everything look really cohesive and gives a nice harmony to the face. The skin is skinning. I think everyone needs to try this combo because it's elite. It's really good. Okay, moving on. You know what? I might step away from brows for a second because I'm trying to lean into that like thin brow era. I'll let you know how long that lasts, but I might just put a little bit on the outer corners, but I'm kind of liking a really natural brow. This, however, is new to the routine. It's the new RMS Redimension Hydra Bronzer in Tan Lines. It's definitely a little bit of a glowier style bronzer, so I wouldn't just commit to this alone if you wanted a bronze. How I've been using it is as an eyeshadow, to be honest. I love bronzer as an eyeshadow. I feel like everyone knows this trick now, and if you don't, it's just the easiest thing to pop on your eyes if you're not a big shadow wearer. That really just brings the look together, because naturally you probably wear bronzer on your face. It's gonna tie that together, and if you have blue eyes, any kind of bronzer with an orange undertone specifically is really just gonna contrast and brighten that blue a little bit more. This next step, there's a hair like in my nose, so ignore me trying to like pick my nose. I'm just trying to find this invisible hair. It's so annoying. I was at Boots the other day, and like I mentioned, I haven't changed up too many things in my routine, very subtly, but that's the whole point of this series. Is I feel like everyone's everyday makeup never really changes, just some products rotate out of your makeup bag every month. So trying to keep it really realistic with these videos. But I did pick up a couple things that I saw at the drugstore, and why not just try it with you guys? So this is the new Sun-Kissed blush from Maybelline, but I think it's a bronzer and a blush because there's more bronzy shades, hence this one. And then there are like really pretty blush shades as well. This is in the shade Shades On 08. So I'm not too sure how to apply it. I might put it on the back of my hand first. Pretty golden bronze. Oh, there's like a slight peachy undertone, to be fair. I'm gonna put it on the big side and disperse it very softly where I've put bronzer. And yeah, it's kind of like a hybrid highlighter bronzer kind of situation. Only thing that I noticed, especially with the colored blushes, like more pinky tones, there was like a sparkle in them, and the darker shade of this like bronzy one had like a really intense sparkle. That's why I picked this one, because whenever I swatched it, it had the least amount of chunky sparkle in it. It was more of like a sheeny kind of speckle, so I can deal with that, but I don't like chunky sparkles on my face. I just think it reflects and sits in pores and just isn't really nice. But I think that's really pretty. It gives a nice sheen and glow to the face without looking artificial. Now, I don't think everyone in North America has 17, but it's like a really affordable drugstore brand. Like I think these were like £4 or something, like really affordable. I'm gonna shake it first. I got the shade, I got two different shades. I'm feeling more of the peachy nude one, which is in Pink Dusk, and this one's Candy Pink. But I feel like I'm drawn to this one today. So I'm gonna do the same thing, put it on the back of my hand. I'm actually gonna switch to the one brush just for a little bit more precision. Oh, these actually have decent pigment. And I'm gonna start on the apples of my cheek and bring it upwards. That's actually really beautiful. I was not expecting like a decent coverage of pigment. That actually is giving. Okay, 17. I'm happy with that. Now I don't know if it's end of pregnancy kind of hormones, but my oils are coming through a little bit more. So just in that T-zone, I need a little bit of restriction. So I'm gonna take the Pearl Setting Powder in medium. Because we haven't used a lot of base products, I can get away with a little bit more coverage. And these are just so finely milled that, look at that, up close and personal, and it doesn't look like anything's on your skin still. Still using that same brush, and it's just dispersing the perfect amount without looking super matte or artificial, powdery, flaky, any of that stuff. Compared to that side, just tones down the oils. I'm pleasantly surprised with how everything is looking at the moment. I'm still on my freckle little kick, but I've reduced how many. I've kind of just kept it for over my nose, and I've reduced how many are coming out like under my eye, side of my eye area. So I'm just using the same Freck Noir and just putting a couple freckles around my nose. Do not get your hair like I did, because I feel like it might stain it. Oh no. Now on to curling lashes, a step I will never not do, whether I wear mascara or not. I just feel like you get optimal results with curling your lashes. This is the Shiseido one, I believe, but I also love the Tweezerman one, and it's a little bit more affordable. See, if I wasn't even wearing mascara, it just like lifts the lashes, lifts the eyes. It's just elite. However, I'm gonna be putting on a brown mascara that is in the works, so hold please, and I'll be right back. Mascara is on. It's so good. I'm obsessed. This is also new from 17, the Matte Prep setting spray, so I thought I would try that today as well, now that most of the makeup on my face is on. For lips, I've been really liking like a pale pink at the moment. So this is kind of what I've been doing. I've been starting off with Willow lipstick. I'm gonna keep the lip balm that I have on just to sheer out the color and coverage so it's a little bit more, you know, everyday appropriate. Guys, has there been a little dry piece of snot in my nose the whole time? No, I hope not. That's Willow on its own, which is literally such a flattering nude shade without washing you out. But I want it a little bit more pinky, so I'm gonna add Girl Next Door. Tap it out. Also gonna put any extras on the apples of my cheek to bring it together. And finally, because I've never left the house without lip liner, I'm gonna take Kiss Kiss, which is a really beautiful medium tone mauve to outline the corners of my lips, add definition, and a little bit more of a pout. Lip liner, can't be without it. And all of a sudden, I feel ready for my day. I'm taking my time and really enjoying my everyday makeup process at the moment, because I know it will be looking a little different in a couple of weeks. Hopefully you enjoyed. As always, everything is linked down below. I think I'm really excited for my May everyday makeup because I think we'll have a little addition to show while I do it. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.